Hey guys, how you doing today? I am like super excited. I have two boxes here with plants in them that I want to unbox. There's 3 plants altogether that I ordered, and it's plants that I've been wanting for quite some time, so I went ahead and opened just to give them some air because I was not quite ready. I'm going to slide that one over, try to get it out of the way here. We're going to go ahead and start with this one. Okay, I know what this one is. Both of these plants, this one was ordered from eBay, and these are just tiny little babies. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. These are plugs that I ordered, so they're going to be super tiny. Look how little they are. They're so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Look. Look how cute that is. Just a tiny little plug. This one is an Alocasia Marhari. Isn't she beautiful? I have been wanting this for such a long time. I'm just kind of checking her over right now for any bug issues. I'm not seeing anything. Just a little bit of dirt. Look. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't she pretty? Oh, I'm so excited. It looks like he's got her in all peat. Now I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with these. Let's get the other one open. Oh my god. Oh, she is so pretty. Look. This is the Alocasia Black Velvet. Oh, she's gorgeous. This is the one that I really wanted more than the Marhari, but I love the Marhari too. Look at the back. Look at the back of these leaves. They're like red. That one is anyhow. That one sort of is. Okay, and I'm just, once again, just kind of looking for any bug issues. I'm not seeing nothing. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I've got a container ready. I'm going to soak these guys in water before I pot them up. Hold on one second. Okay guys, I got my little container. Now this is what I'm going to do with these guys. I'm going to set, well, first of all, I'm going to move my tags. Now what I'm going to do is, am I in, yeah, okay. I've got my neem oil mixture. It's just warm water, neem oil, a couple squirts of neem oil, a couple squirts of soap, and then I am going to go ahead and I'm going to squirt these guys down, doing the stems, the back of the leaves, the front of the leaves, and then I'm going to do the roots, and then I'm just going to put her in here, let her soak up some water. I want to loosen up the peat. It looks like it's all peat wrapped around there. Spray, and then, alrighty, put those in there, let them soak. I want to try to get as much of that peat off as I can. The and I'm going to get rid of this paper. Ugh, now my hands are all oily. Hold on. Grab my towel. And then we'll pot these up pot these up together. I'm going to get rid of this. I have a little trash bag down here because this one is going to be a mess. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move these guys over here out of the way. I got them all sprayed down really good. Okay, now for this messy one. This one was from a seller off Etsy, and I'll put the name across. She sent me a pen, and all this is super cute. Peace, love, and sunshine. That's me. Peace and love. And just some paper. And what that paper says is how to take care of something, which I'm not going to tell you. Okay, I am going... Wow, this is really nice packaging. Look how she did that. That's really cool. And it's not... I'm just sliding this in here. In my bag I have down here, and then I'm just going to get rid of all this. Ooh, I can see I'm going to have to tilt my camera just a little here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Nothing worse than watching somebody do something and you can't see what they're doing because the camera's not lined up. Drives me crazy. Okay. Oh. Alright, well, we can just get rid of this. Very, 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 very nice packaging. Wow. Kind of overkill for the plant that I bought, but hey, she protected the plant really good. Now, a lot of you guys may not be interested in this here plant. Some of you may, some of you may not. I don't know. Oh. Looks like she'll slide. Wow, this is some really great packaging. I've never seen anybody package anything so nicely. Protected the plant. And we had really hot temperatures too while this plant was in shipping mode, so like I said, I will put the name of, I think it's, well, I don't know, according to this paper. That doesn't sound familiar to me, but I'm so excited to see this one. Oh, look, 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 look. It's so pretty. This is my Nepenthes that I ordered. Look at all the little cups on her. She's so pretty. Try to get this off here without breaking or tearing the cups. I had a couple of these a couple years ago, and for some reason I lost them. I was trying to get all this cotton off. Get them off from around the cups. It looks like a very, very healthy plant. Packaged beautifully. I'm not seeing any, I mean, there's a little bit of just normal, you know, wear and tear damage on this, but look at the color. Look at the colors of, now I don't remember, she doesn't have a tag in here. I don't remember the name of this Nepenthes, Let me scoot, let me get this out of the way here. Throw everything on my floor. And of course, puppy dog has to help. It's not like the kind that I had before, but I have been really, really badly wanting another one of these, and just never found one that was a nice size, or, you know, without it being $1,000,000. This looks very well taken care of, very healthy looking. Now I am going to be repotting her, if I can get her out of this little itty bitty pot. But I want to see, yeah, she's got her in all spag. She's still nice and moist, which, that's a good thing. I'm just gonna, you can see all the roots. I'm just taking off the top of the spag here. I've got another, you want to be very careful because these roots are very fine and you don't want to break them. And you definitely do not want this plant to dry out at all, because if it dries out, you'll kill it right away. Now, I'm not going to take all this off, like I said, because I don't want to break roots, but she's got a really nice root system. I'm going to go in and rinse this plant off, and then we're going to start getting stuff potted up. So if you guys want to stick around for potting up of the alocasias and potting my nepenthes up, you can stick around for that. I'm going to go rinse her off, and then I'll get the alocasias potted up first. Okay guys, I got my nepenthes all rinsed off, and I've got her soaking in water until she's ready to get potted up, which will be right after these guys. Now I got my pots all ready. So what I'm going to do is I'll start with the Marhari first, because I left my paper down so I don't make such a huge gigantic mess. I'm just going to kind of poke away. This has been not really soaking for very long, but just want to take a little bit of this off. I'm not going to go crazy with it. She's potted up a little bit high on the stem than what I'm comfortable with. I don't usually plant my alocasias that deep, but you can see the roots are loosening up. But I got a hold of the seller the day that I bought this, and I asked him if he had any kind of a mesh plug or plastic plug in these plants, and he said no, they are just in peat. So I'm just kind of loosening up. I'm not going to go crazy because I don't want to, sometimes you can do more harm than good. And this is a Marhari, so I got her soil all ready. I'm just going to make a little hole here. And yes, this is probably a little bit overkill on the pot, but these plants grow quickly, and I do not want to keep repotting her. She should be able to be in this pot for a while. So I'm just kind of snugging her in. going to get just a hair more soil. You don't want to cover up your stem or it will rot. So I hate these long tags. I'm gonna cut this tag. I don't like them that long. I'm just gonna kind of, whoops. There, that's better. Oh, that perlite. And of course, since I just cleaned my pot, it's all dirty from my soil hands. So there she is. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for this little baby. Just kind of pulling some of this peat off of here. Just loosening up the roots a tiny little bit. I'm not going crazy with them. Make a little hole to set her in. So pretty. Oh, and I do have worm castings in the soil mixture too. I'm going to cut down this one also. I love it when you get plants and they're labeled. Oh, this one says right on here, Salad Beard Farms. That don't sound like the guy I ordered from, but I'll put the eBay store in as I'm unboxing. I'll get them up there. So I'm going to go ahead and just dump that water that I had them soaking in and squirt a little bit of neem down in my soil. Forgot to shake it. And then I'm going to get them watered down. And then I'll probably have to add a little more soil. Alocasias like to stay on the moist side, so I got her just a little crooked here. Let me fix her. They like a lot of food. They love to be fed. And they like to stay moist, so you want to make sure that you're keeping these plants moist and you're keeping them fed at least once a month. Alright, so there those two are. So pretty. I'm not seeing any water coming out of the bottom yet, so I'm just gonna, though the root system is very small, so it doesn't have to come gushing out for these guys right at the moment. So these guys are all treated and so pretty. Alright, let me get my spag for my nepenthes and then we will get her potted up and ready to rock and roll. Okay, I got my spag. I'm going to go ahead and water this in and let it soak. Let it get nice and saturated. I think I'm going to need just a little bit more here. I am so excited to have this Nepenthes. I'm excited to have all three of these plants. They're just so pretty. Now, Nepenthes, people have different ways of potting them. You can use all spag. You can use spag and perlite. That's good. Probably too much. You can use spag, perlite, and peat or cocoa coir. Just getting some of the sticky trash out. Now I prefer the long fiber spag, but sometimes that is hard to find and can be rather expensive, but it just depends. You can use any kind of, any kind of spag that you want. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, this is all nice and saturated. I'm going to dump the remaining kind of squeezing it out. There, that's good. I'm going to get my spag out of here that fell in. Okay. So now how I'm going to pot mine up is messy. I'm going to use, and I might need more spag because I'm going to be putting her in this container because I want to be able to hang mine in these. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong. Yep, I grabbed the wrong hook. These hooks are, that's okay. I got more. I'm not worried about it. But how I like to plant mine and how my first couple ones that I had did well in is I use spag, and then this is, can you guys see? Yes. This is a mixture of a little bit of peat that I had left from the last time I was growing my Nepenthes. I do not buy peat anymore. I use the cocoa coir. So what you want to do is, I'm going to scoot this over. Now you can just use all spag. You don't have to use all of this. So you got your spag. This is a peat and cocoa coir mix, and then perlite. You want a lot of perlite in there, and I may have to get more. I may have to get more spag too. We'll see how it goes here. If it fills up this container. So then there's your mixture. Or you, like I said, you can just use all spag and perlite. It doesn't matter. The plant, the most important thing about this plant is, number one, you don't want to use regular soil. That's not how they grow, and especially if your soil has like say the Miracle-Gro soil, that usually has fertilizer in it. That will kill your Nepenthes. It'll kill any carnivorous plant. So you want to stick with a cocoa coir or a peat or just all spag and a little bit of perlite just for some air. Because you want this to be nice and airy. The plant wants to stay moist all the time. but it also needs to have some air around its roots, just like any other plant. So you just want to mix this up really good. I don't know, I don't think that I'll need any more spag. Maybe. I'm going to wet this down just a little bit more. I don't want to put her into dry soil. And then if I don't use all this, I will just let it sit and dry out, and then I'll put it back in my container. And I know that it's for my carnivorous, well, it's for my nepenthes. I'm going to add just a little more water. You can see how the peat and the cocoa coir turns it kind of brown. And I am going to add more spag. I'm just going to wet it down really good here. But I think this is a pretty good, you can see there's lots of perlite. This is like baking a cake. Messy, messy, messy. Okay, now I am just going to lightly put this in. I'm not going to pack it down. I'm just going to lightly put it in because you don't want it to be packed. All right, that was a pretty good guess. I might have to put, oh, this is so messy. Messy, messy, messy. And I'm trying really hard not to get my table and floor all dirty because I just cleaned in here and vacuumed, but ugh, I swear when you own plants, Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this off to the side, and then I'm going to put more spag in here for the top, and I'm going to wet it down, let it get nice and soaked. Just making like a little hole. I may have to put that up a little higher. Let's see here. Well, that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to take all the spag and I'm going to lay it around the top. Like that. Just pressing it down a little tiny bit just to keep her stable. Now when she gets a little bigger, longer, you can put a, you can use like a stake and kind of stake her up like this just to hold her up. But I'm going to be hanging her, so I'll be putting my excuse me. I'll be putting my hanger on, which, let me get that. I hope I can find an orange one that will fit on this pot. Oh geez, I was talking to you guys and I didn't have my camera on. I found a hanger. I couldn't find an orange one that would go on this pot, but these I like better because they have the hooks that swivel. These are my favorite. These are some that Chris from Chris's Garden Pyle sent me. She sent me a whole bunch of hangers because she don't use them, so thank you, Chris. I appreciate it because I hang so much. Anyways, I got the hanger on, and then she was a little leany. See how she's leaning? Which is no big deal. I mean, that's gonna stop her. And now what I'm gonna do is put a tray under her, and I'm gonna go ahead and water her thoroughly until water is coming out of the bottom of my pot. I want to make sure I get everything saturated all the way around her. Ooh, 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 it's coming out. I hope it don't spill over. Yikes. Okay. Let me get some of this crazy crap cleaned off. Okay guys, here they all are. My Alocasia Black Velvet, my Alocasia Marhari, beautiful, and my Nepenthes. And also, I forgot to tell you, these little cups, you want to fill them, you want to put a little bit of water in them so they don't dry out if they're open. You see this one? Go. That one is just a teeny one. Let's see if this one. Here we go. Because these plants, obviously they grow in tropical areas. They like a lot of moisture. They grow in rainforest. And they like a lot of moisture and a lot of humidity. So you always want to keep these in a higher humidity. And if you don't have a higher humidity, you can spray them, but you want to make sure that you're doing it every day because you don't want your cups to dry out. And like these are starting to form cups right here, you want to keep those moist too. And these will take a lot of light. We're going to do that with her to hold her up a little bit. They like a lot of light, keep the soil moist all the time, and a lot of humidity. Pretty much goes the same for the Alocasias, but there they are, all potted up. I'll give you another shot of the picture on here, and I will put the name across in the beginning of which species this was, but there you go guys. Alright, I am going to let you go and I'll talk to you later. I am really excited about my new 3 plants and I will keep you updated. Bye. Peace.